We are currently picking back up where we left off last night, where we had just refactored the science lines into a science configuration that both frees up this copper over here and also allows for room for expansion to tolerate the remaining two kinds of science that I need to add to my setup. So, let's go ahead and make all of this happen. So, here's how we're going to need to do it. First of all, we're going to need a little bit more power infrastructure. So, I'm going to go and get the components to make another RoboPort because I need more robots in order to finish building the power accumulator infrastructure. So we'll go take care of that super fast. I need more steel. I need more gear wheels. I need more advanced circuits. Okay. Gear wheels. Advanced circuits. Okay. Almost there. Alright. And now I need steel plates. Where is my steel plate chest? There we go. Fantastic. Let's make that RoboPort. And then the construction robots will finish repairing all this stuff down here. Oh, objects being damaged. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely self-healing. Okay, where is my RoboPort? There it is. Okay, I want to put it in link range, which means it has to go roughly here. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Now we will finish putting these accumulators in the right place. I'm also going to probably rebuild this to look more like that, because this looks ugly and I don't like it. Also, let me go ahead and quickly promote the stream. Oh, where did I put that? I, unfortunately, had to do a bunch of angry posting last night on my Twitter because of a really bad New York Times op-ed, so it's hard to find the thread I was going on. There we go. Let's see. Starting the stream of getting to gold science. Twitch.tv/LaserSVGray. There we go. Okay. Now, where were we? The other thing I want to do is, at the moment, copper is not bottlenecked. Oh, I am short on iron because I don't have iron ore because this iron pipeline is not being saturated. I wonder why. Let's see if we can fix that. Yes, that seems completely logical. We've exhausted a bunch of this field, so let's fix that. Okay, and put down some wiring. What? That doesn't make any sense. Here, maybe? Yeah, it'll do. Okay. Yep. That'll do it. And that's dry. That's dry. That's still going. That's still going. Okay. Gotta keep doing that. I love sudden and unexpected resource shortage. They're the best. Okay. Cool. Oh, wait, that's out of power now. Oh, because I never bothered powering it. Okay, fine. Done. It's charging up. Let us... I would like some logistics slots and some trash slots. That would be super handy. Okay. Great. Cool. Okay, that should fix this shortage nicely. Okay, yeah. Now all of my steel furnaces are going. I'd like to eventually replace them with electric, but that's not urgent at this time. No snow leopard outfit today. I am warm enough wearing this that I don't really have to have that extra amount of warmth. But in the future, yes. Because I do enjoy being fairly fluffy sometimes. How are we doing here? Let us take a look at what it would take to produce the blue circuits now. Electronic circuits, advanced circuits, sulfuric acid. That's easy enough to do. Okay. So we were working on that down here. I needed more light. Let's fix that. Because I cannot see what I'm doing, and neither can you. There. Okay. So we have advanced circuits being produced here and consumed here. Can probably spin up another advanced circuit line. That would probably work okay. So let's do that. So otherwise, we're not going to have enough advanced circuits to go around. So let's make sure that these are being produced. What's this short on? Short on iron? Really? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, iron is not keeping up. Why is iron not keeping up? Iron is not keeping up. It's not because of this. There's plenty of solar panels. It's because everything is consumed because I'm making gun turrets in order to make military science. But where's that military science going? Oh, okay. Once that finishes, then I will stop saturating this iron. So, yep, we just need more iron. That's fine. We can do that. We can completely do that. Let's take some electric furnaces. Oh, there's no electric furnace winding up there. Fine, I'll build an electric furnace. Okay. So... Oh, right. There's a physical dimension to this challenge. Yeah, let's not actually do it that way. Let's do it this way. So I don't have to break the alignment of my base. Okay. There we go. And let's do that. And let's see, how do I wire that together? I guess like this. Okay, that radar doesn't need to go there anymore. That'll free up more room as well. Okay. Let's do that. And let's build an underpass. which requires, guess what, more iron plates. Okay. And then let's do that. Okay. So I probably want another substation. Substations are super useful. Where are my spare advanced circuits? There you are. Okay. Hey, Nucleosynth. Alright, now I can build a substation. That way I don't need to worry about any further power in this area. And let's undo that, so we don't need that anymore. And let's build another furnace. Yeah, I don't need that tutorial. I know how to use a logistics system. Where's the other logistics slots? Trash slots. There we go. Okay. Now, let's do that. And let's please make sure I always have at least 10 inserters on me. And we'll enforce that by putting a storage chest for inserters here. Filter inserter. Okay, let's do this. And let's put a filter inserter there. To put inserters and transport belts in there. And let's put one inserter there so I don't accidentally fill it up. Cool. Excellent. That means we need to expand our inserter production. This is not going because it doesn't have enough gears. Why do I not have enough gears? Oh, that's a fixable problem. Let's produce a bunch more gears. Okay. There we go. Good. Thank you, minions. I now have inserters available to me at all times. Let's also make sure I always have at least 50 belts. Okay. Great. So let's build some gears. And we will need a fast inserter for that. And then we'll need a long-handled inserter in order to... Uh-oh. Object's being damaged. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Ta-da. Great. And... there we go. Oh. I need fast inserters to handle this. That's why the production is so slow. It's not that there's an inherent limit. It's literally that I don't have enough input and output capability. Okay. Well, that's easily fixed. There! Much better. Okay. That should solve my gear wheel problem nicely. Now what was I doing before I optimized that? Right. I needed inserters in order to feed this, in order to feed that, in order to produce more iron. That was what I was doing. Which means... Oh. This here needs to be a fast belt. Because it is otherwise literally not keeping up. Yep. Okay. That's fine. This is why I carry spare fast belts. What does it take to make more fast belts? I need iron gear wheels. Fortunately, a certain someone made there be more iron gear wheels, so that should be fine. Okay. Let's just pull from here. This will be faster. Okay. Means I need another underground belt in order to... Fine. There we go. Fast underground belt. Oh, cool. Hey, Minimex. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely my bottleneck right here. Well, we'll stop it from being my bottleneck real soon now. Awesome. And then I'm going to need a fast splitter. And now I have trash slots, so... What is my next move here? Let us do... Let's start towards... I don't know what I want to do. Discharge defense. That sounds cool. The other thing, that's going to take hell of power. I am not going to build logistics system because I don't want these. Because I think I can finish the game without them. Let's do... I don't know. I feel like I should start down the path of rockets. Rockets require explosives, so let's do explosives. Okay. Where are explosives? Flammables towards rockets. That sounds good. Okay. Great. Fast splitter. And then we're going to need more fast transport belts. Okay. Finally, I'm getting enough gear wheels. That is a huge relief. When I do this, I'm realizing that I also am maybe going to need fast inserters to grab. We'll find out. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. There we go. All right. I think finally we may be end bottlenecked. I just want to get the fast motion getting... Oops. That's fine. I always can use more long-handled inserters. There. past this point, it doesn't really matter if it's a little slow, but before that, the item density per belt segment is too high, so it really needs the fast transport. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Okay. That's looking nice and healthy now. What is not keeping up now? Okay. Now that we are done solving that particular, little yak, let's go ahead and get back to producing blue circuits. I would dearly like it if robots would just bring me iron plates. I didn't have to constantly siphon them. So let's do that too. Let's get a few passive provider chests. Passive provider chest, let's replace that. Okay, let's put a provider chest here and get a filter inserter, which requires a fast inserter, which requires having more inserters. Really? No, that can't be right. How do I not have enough inserters? Oh, because inserters are not making it down to the end of the line there. Right, okay. Fine, I will make my own inserters. Filter. Wait, why is this filtering? Actually, no, a fast inserter would do fine. And let's put one piece of there. Okay, and let's power it. Okay, so let's make sure I always have some of those and some of those. Great. And meanwhile, I'll just pick up the iron that I need off of here. Great. Okay. Now, where were we? Flammables leads to rocketry, which requires explosives. So let's do that super fast. And also, does this need more? Yeah, I'll grab a few more flying robot frames so I can have more logistics robots. Okay. Great. Now let's build some assembling machines. So I am going to need more red, which means... Oh, I'm out of plastic. Wait, how did I become out of plastic? That's not good. I'm out of plastic because I'm out of petroleum gas, which means... Oh, because my heavy oil tank filled. Okay, let's crack some light oil into heavy oil then, and that will solve our problem nicely. Or heavy oil into light oil. Oh, whatever. All right. Where can I put this even at this point? I guess here. Yeah, actually, that'll work fairly well. Okay. So let's crack heavy to light, which means we are going to need water. Okay. So that means I need some pipes. Going to need more iron plate. There we go. Okay. So let's populate the water. Oh, that puts me in a pickle, doesn't it? Let's try populating the water elsewhere. How about there? That sounds good. Alright, water goes here. And then, you know what? I have a pipe manufactory exactly for that purpose. There. Problem solved. Okay. Great. So... Oh, that should not live there. Okay. Let us see how we wire this piping together. What about doing things a little differently? Okay, now we need an inserter. And we need a power pole. And now this can go here, this can go here. There we go. Great. Okay, water solved. Now we need more power. How about here? That sounds reasonable. Okay, heavy oil. How do we get heavy oil across? Can probably do that by connecting this here to over here. And then we can connect this here to down here. Yep, that's fine. Okay, that looks okay. Why does that not go there? Oh, that's fine. And then this here goes to here. Okay, that should do the trick. It's the heavy oil flowing. Why or why not? There we go. Why is that not receiving water? There's water in the pipe. 99, 99, 100. That's... Oh, that's receiving sulfuric acid. Whoops. Oh no. That is indeed a tragic mistake. Ha. Okay. We're going to do things this way instead. Explosives are done. Let's do rocketry. And let's not do that. What's there? I don't know what's there. How do I avoid this problem here? Oh. The easy way around this problem is just to use a bridge. Okay. There. All right. There we go. Nice. Much better. Oh, and now I don't need this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, sulfuric acid is running again. Sulfur is running again. Much better. We have plastic again. Thank goodness. And back to what we were doing before, before we shaved that yak, is we were doing this. Okay. What happened to my inserter, or what happened to my inserter stash? Oh, right, my inserter stash is broken. Why is my inserter stash broken? My inserter stash is broken because there is only one inserter factory and it's not receiving electronic circuits fast enough. Let's solve this in the short term by doing that. And in the long term, we need more circuits. What's the bottleneck behind this? It is not enough, is it not enough copper cables? Surely that's not right. Okay. That's easy enough to fix. There. That should solve that. Much better. Maybe? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I can divert some of this copper stash, some of this copper cable stash to flow the opposite direction. Will that work? Let's think about it. Oh, now I'm short on iron. How did I become short on iron? What happened? Okay, let's build more iron. The constant struggle to get rid of bottlenecks. It's eternal. Advanced circuits. Grab from my stash here. Okay. Cool. Oh. I see what happened here. Let's temporarily disable that. Take that and put one inserter in there. Okay. Now I have inserters, and that can also take belts now. Okay. Great. Now that's done. Now do I have inserters in my inventory? I hope I do. I don't know why I have burner inserters in my top bar. Okay. So, more furnaces. And I'll make my own inserters fine. What's under attack? Oh, that's fine. Don't care anymore. Cool. Alright, does that solve my iron shortage? Let's sincerely hope it does. Now, back again to the task at hand. Oh, hey, now we've got plenty of red circuits. That's good. So actually, we don't need a supply of red circuits anymore here. What we need is we need to make blue circuits. So what do blue circuits take? Blue circuits take sulfuric acid, electronic circuits, advanced circuits. Okay. That's completely doable. Let's do it this way. What on earth is going... I don't understand what this is for here. What is being pulled from here? Oh. I see. There. That was my problem. There we go. Okay. I must have carelessly hit R earlier. Alright, so... we need some of these. We are going to want some of these. Okay. There. Okay, and now we just need to configure the sulfuric acid. So let's do that. It's getting dark here. Okay. Sulfuric acid pipe can come here. Let's pull that up. We don't need that there anymore. And then let's pick up some pipes. And run these pipes along here. There. All right, that should do it. Now we're going to need a storage chest and a loader for that. Okay. Blue science is now being produced. I still think we may need more red. Or sorry, blue circuits. We are going to need more red circuits, so how are we going to address that shortage? Let's see this. Well, the short-term measure is just going to manually feed. So let's manually feed for now. Because I don't need to be carrying around several hundred green circuits. So we'll do that for now. We'll do this for now, while we wait on having enough blue circuits. So in the meanwhile, what's it going to take to produce gold? So gold requires battery, copper cables, processing units, and speed modules. Okay, that's perfectly reasonable. I have everything but the speed modules. So I think I'm going to want to focus my gold assembling here when I'm ready. So we'll just put this here and tell it to assemble gold, but to leave it off for now. The way I'm going to do that is actually I'm going to take that up for now, and then I'm going to get a little red wire and turn this on only when there are more than 50 blue circuits lying around. Then and only then can we feed. Okay. There. Okay. Copper, batteries. Where are the batteries? Okay. Rocketry is finished. If we're shooting for the rocket silo, that means we're going to need, let's do speed modules next. Oh, wait. Okay. Batteries. Let's feed in some of the batteries we're not using. Put batteries in here just to get them out of my freaking inventory. Oh yay, more construction robots. Let's put those in a roboport. Okay. Great. Now, what else does this need? This needs batteries. This needs copper cable, which we now have a good supply of that's healthy. That's doing okay. Is that doing okay? Yeah, that's fine now. Okay, how do we get the copper cables over here? Guess it's going to take having at least one underpass. So let's build an underpass. Okay, underpass here to... I can't do that here. How am I going to do that? Oh. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I see. Underpass that to that. Yep. Okay. That's fine. And then build another underpass. Like so. And then build a final underpass. Like so. Oh, that doesn't quite reach. That is unfortunate. Let's see. How can we do that? I would like that to reach all the way across, but it doesn't. What about reconfiguring this? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we'll just turn this around. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. I am not proud of the amount of technical debt I'm creating, but that's fine. Okay. So... oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll work completely fine. Okay. So, blue circuits, batteries are being manually fed for now. We need speed modules now soon. Okay. Why is making this so slow? Oh, because I don't have enough of these. Okay. Fine. Okay, speed modules are done. What else is needed for the rocket silo? We need productivity modules. We need an iron chest to feed in my spare stock of circuits. Okay. Whoa, that thing is prolific. I would really, really rather... oh, I see. No, that was a deliberate choice I made. Okay. Cool. All right. Do I have any bottlenecks? Iron is making it all the way to the end of the line, which I consider to be a good sign. Still could use a little more iron, but at this point I think my limitation is the iron ore rather than the amount of smelting capacity, so let's fix that. In fact, some of these have gone dry. Okay. You are still sitting on some resources. You are not. I do not yet, by the way, have a good plan for what to do when I run out of this iron patch. So I know that day will come soon, and I know I'm going to have to expand. The good news is I still have half of the iron patch left, but I need to keep an eye on it. What I'll probably do is clear out this bug nest on my way to expand northwards and start doing railroad. That's what I will probably need to do. How am I doing on power, by the way? How often is my emergency supply kicking in? Still occasionally. Okay. That means I am going to need more solar panels. Okay, so I'm going to need to make a new blueprint. Which is going to essentially look like this. Yep. Okay. And let's plop one of those here. Okay. Now, let's build one of these here. It's missing one substation, which is going to take more advanced circuits. Okay. Let's go raid my stash of advanced circuits. There we go. And I need more steel. I can dump this in here. Okay. Alright, module number 2 is done. What do I need on the way to rocket silo? Let's do rocket shooting speed. Yeah, the different colors of science. You need red science to produce, to research far enough in order to get the materials needed to build green science. From green science to blue science, it forks as well. You can go from green to either blue or gray science. And then to get purple science, you definitely need red, green, and blue, I think. Okay, where is that storage chest? I'm going to put the substation I built in there so that my robots can place it for me. Where is that substation? I swear I literally just built it. You know what? It never hurts to have a second one. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now, I've got 26 of these. In order to build that power armor, I'm going to need 40. I'm also going to need 26 electric engine units. So let's pick up those. Up 20. Good. Okay. Awesome. I think the other thing I failed to do here is I'm only using half of my 2/3 of my boilers. I would like to take one more of these burner inserters and wire it here. And then take some red wire red wire. Where is red wire? Ah. And we'll wire that to that.
Alright, Ellie. You wanna hook us up with some
And
TVs?
when the accumulator on signal A is less than 40, we go.
Alright, we'll make me one.
Signal A is less than
Charge your watch.
40. What's under attack? Ow. Uh-oh. What's going on over there? Oh, that'll be fine. Okay. Excellent. What else is needed? Okay, now I can build speed modules, so I will need to eventually do that. I'm going to call this stream quits once I have 7 more processing units and have built the power armor. But for now, let's see how we build speed modules. Speed modules require advanced circuits and electronic circuits. That's fine. So just anywhere on this bus will work. And let's use a long handle for that. Okay. Another long handle just to get me over this gap.
Clear blue?
Okay.
It is, fuck yeah.
Now. Okay. There we go. Excellent. And then when we produce output from this, we then need it to go no, not like that. Okay. What if I didn't have that link there? That would make my life easier, wouldn't it?
Charging.
Okay, let's do that instead. Okay. Excellent. There we go. Then, now, I think I need to insert onto the far side of that belt. I hope that does the right thing. Let's try it. If it winds up wrong, it's easy enough to undo and fix.
I'll come over to the table, huh?
Okay, I think I can build the power armor. Yes, yes I can. That is thoroughly excellent. Get rid of the old armor, and power armor takes a little while to build.
Natalie.
Okay, let's open it up, and let's put some things in there, like a shield, and maybe a solar panel, and some battery units. And
we are gonna take Fleur to
where
the park
else
later,
do I
Natalie. No, look at if you came with
have
us.
components for this? I don't remember where I put the other components of
Alright, a
this.
quick start seems in order then.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it will sort itself
Several
out.
hours.
So it sounds like I need more solar panels, which are going to require more advanced circuits. Where's Where's my spare advanced circuits? There we go. Okay, let's build a few more solar panels.
Yeah,
All right.
right there.
Cool. What's going on here? Oh, I'm building by hand a bunch of solar panels in order to get the portable solar panels. That's fine. And now I've stopped charging my personal defense because I am out of energy. I'm out of energy because the solar panels stopped running. Okay. That's fine. I'm sure that process will take time. Let's go ahead and configure this now. Now I don't need to hoard quite as many. Let's set that. And rocket shooting speed 2.
Alright, my watch is charging.
And now that I have partial automation of gold science and I've built my power armor and I'm populating it, I think that we're in pretty good shape and I'm probably going to stop streaming pretty soon. Let's build another solar panel just to round it out and have it be an even number. That seems like a good idea. Also, yay, more solar panels. Solar panels are good. Oh. That production is not connected to my grid at all. Let's fix that big electric pole. There we go. Now let's connect it to the main grid. Great. Yay, debugging small things. Alright. Plug in another solar panel. Now, the power armor has a huge inventory size. It's great. It's super great. Okay. Cool. Now, let's see. What else remains to be done before I call it for a little bit? Okay, actually... Uh-oh. What's going on over there? Oh, and I have a radar sitting in my inventory. I should probably deploy that radar maybe up here. Also, maybe let's put down some of these gun turrets I had lying around, since that area seems to be getting heavily damaged. Okay. Put some ammo there. There. Excellent. And that's the last of these. Yeah, I'm just going to need to build a ton more solar panels when I'm done with this. Do I have a personal laser defense or an exoskeleton yet? No. Okay. Those are things that I can plug in pretty easily. So we need... So I would dearly like to move faster. 5 more processing units, 30 electric engine units. 30 electric engine units. Oh, I really wanted that personal roboport too. Okay, exoskeleton jets requires more of those. Okay. Great. Oh, and I can put my solar panel in the blueprint book now. Alright, I need 5 more blue circuits to finish building that. Can also load up the personal roboport. Ooh, that eats power like you would not believe. Right, well, that's fine. Uh, 3 more. How am I out of plastic? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know how I'm out of plastic. Problems to debug later, I suppose. Okay, one more, which involves getting a red. Oh hey, robot frames. Let's get some personal logistics robots. Or construction robots to put in the roboport. Okay, and more of these.
Ellie, what time is it?
It is 10 to 1.
Okay. Fantastic.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Natalie, we're not gonna have enough time to walk by if we wait for you to be done with your routine then.
Let us shove those in there.
Alright, Ellie, we'll head out in probably 15 minutes. I just snapped a little bit.
Cool.
New crates.
Now I need a few more of those. Yay. I have an exoskeleton now, too.
Ellie, if you want to toss a Luna bar into my pack, in case you do get hungry while we're walking,
Cool.
I'll bring my pack upstairs. Liz, do you want to come on a dog walk?
No thanks. I'm still not up to walking 100% yet. Sorry. Okay, personal roboport. Can I place those in there? How does that work? Or do I just need to keep the robots in my inventory? Guess that just works. Okay. Haha! Look at me run. It's amazing. Okay.
And I think if you could also refill the Nalgene in there, that would be good.
Yay.
Thanks, man.
What if I got some laser defenses too? That would be kind of cool. Why can I not build more of those? Because I don't have enough electronic circuits. Why do I not have enough electronic circuits here? Fine, we'll make some electronic circuits by hand, be that way. Oh, I don't want to be holding coal. Let go of my coal. Okay. Oh, now I'm out of steel. That's fortunately an easily solvable problem. I just need one more laser turret, which involves more circuits. Okay. Okay. 5 laser turrets being constructed, then I'll also have a personal laser defense, and then I need to grab a pile of solar panels to make a bunch of solar panel stuff. Take them out of here.
There's already be a dog bowl in there.
Let's go build more portable solar panels. So it turns out that all of these fancy gizmos require a ton of power.
Okay, so you have a granola bar. There's a granola bar
let's
for each
see.
of us in here?
We need solar panel, which takes advanced circuit, which requires...
We could bring a second Nalgene, I guess.
Okay.
Probably not.
Excellent. Getting there.
Last I checked, the fountains and stuff are still on.
No, not anymore. I tried on Friday.
Energy shield,
Why don't you grab another Nelson?
battery, laser defense, exoskeleton, roboport. This is looking more like the power suit of my dreams. So yay.
Alright, cool.
Let's see. Doing fine on copper capacity. We are still short on iron ore. Okay, fair enough. It's a problem I can fix. I think this one is almost out. That one's completely out. Where did you go? There. Oops. Whew. Let's put that there. And then
You can just put it in my pack.
let's see. Turrets are
Time to happen.
engaged,
Brendan,
walls are
you
being
think you're
damaged,
best?
they'll automatically be fixed.
Okay, so
Everything
we'll
is
just wait a
good
little
there.
bit while my stomach settles and my watch charges.
Okay. That's fine.
And we'll head for Prospect Park.
Cool.
With a beast.
Alright.
Where we go?
Why is this not picking up more advanced circuits? Oh, because it's out of electronic circuits. Okay. Oh, that's because iron is not making it to the end of the line here. Why is iron not making it to the end of the line here? Iron is not making it to the end of the line because we don't have enough iron production because C above. Okay. So I might need more mining drills, so I'll fix that in a moment. Let's build that laser defense. Okay, I can build that now. I've got the ingredients in hand.
Aw.
Okay.
Oh, what a door.
More power panels. Wow, my battery is just staying way drained. Okay. Put a personal laser defense in here. Oh. Why does it think I'm out of electricity? Okay, well, we'll keep on building a ton of solar panels. Which will take advanced circuits. Okay. Oh god, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. I need more electronic circuits. Just pull them out of somewhere rather than have to make them all. I don't want to make them all. Okay. What? No, stop it. Oh dear. What about pulling out of here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can make 4 without a problem. Okay. Excellent. I am still short on iron, so we will fix that in a second. What I'll probably wind up doing is making a few more mining drills. So do that after. One more? One more would be nice. Alrighty. We'll see during tomorrow's daytime whether I have enough solar panels to actually recharge on my own. 'Cause right now it's not looking very good. How did I accidentally pick up some gray science? I guess I can just put in here for now. Great. Okay. This area is still way dark. Okay. Problem solved. Oh, wait, how are we out of plastic bars? I am out of plastic bars because... Not because I'm out of coal, but instead because I'm out of petroleum gas. Why am I out of petroleum gas? Because I'm out of heavy oil. Why is my cracker not running? Because... Oh! I didn't connect the output of this. There. I feel like a colossal idiot.
You're not.
I was perilously close to negative self-talk there, Liz.
Oops. Sorry, Ellie. Alright. Now now red circuit should be going again, and life should resume as normal. Okay. Where are we going? Is our battery charging? No. Our battery is not charging. Because our RoboPort is still not full on electricity. Okay. There's enough electricity, certainly, to keep my exoskeleton powered most of the time, but not all of the time. So, going to need more solar panels for that. No, that's a passive provider chest. Why don't I passively request that I keep up to 5 solar panels at a time in my inventory and have the robots bring them to me. That way I don't need to keep running over there. That'll be good. Okay, and let's also make sure that I always have... Let's make sure I always have some steel as well. Let's wire up this to request steel be kept at 100. Good. Okay. What do I not need from my main inventory right now? I don't need small wires. I don't need burner inserters. Rocket shooting speed 3. Let's go. Okay. What's this short on to run? Oh, this is short on circuits. Fair enough. Why am I still not charged? Oh, because my RoboPort is still filling up. RoboPorts take freaking forever to charge. Alright. The other thing that's worrying me is I don't think I have enough circuit production. Which means I need more iron, which I knew about. Okay. All problems eventually reduce to lack of iron or copper. Or oil, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Let's throw more of these in here. Maybe that will solve my problem. More electric mining drills, I guess?
Works.
Yeah, more electric mining drills. Cool. Let's do this. I think... Where'd my mining drills go? Okay. Hopefully that addresses the iron shortage. And how am I doing on powering the roboport? Almost there. Cool. What's my oh no problem? Sorry, I didn't see the timing closely enough. Okay. How do I get these circuits to the correct places? That is secretly my problem right now. I don't know how I'm going to get these circuits over there. Nor do I know whether I'm getting enough steel. What's feeding this? I don't understand what's feeding this. This thing here shouldn't even work. How did this even work before? I don't understand how this ever worked. I guess I must have been hand feeding it? No, that can't be right. Oh! I had a long handle inserter grabbing from here or something, and it stopped working when I switched to the fast belt. Okay. Well, it's fine. We've got plenty of steel, so I'm just going to reallocate this. Okay. Wonderful. Is my battery filling yet? Is my rowboat port full? Yeah, it is. Okay. So in the next day, I should get better. Fine. Okay. There we go. Wait. Why is this clogged? Oh, I see why that's clogged. Because that needs to be a fast belt. There we go. It's better. I may need to get express belts to handle this part of the transfer.
The skin is the largest organ in the human body, so why not tap into that?
Yeah, let's take a little training detour in a few minutes. Yay! My battery meter is filling up. Finally. Finally, finally. Okay. Right. Yay, running around works. And I can run around at high speed. Look at me go! Okay, you're not producing because you don't have enough iron plates, so we'll solve that in the short term. In the long term... Yeah, we just need more iron plates. Okay, well that bottleneck is fixed now, so It's flowing as fast as it can. Yeah, I don't know. Is there enough flow of copper? Or of ore? No, there are some gaps in the stream. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I don't care about that. Let's put you somewhere a little bit more productive. Okay. Let's see how that does. That's looking good. Is iron making it down to the end of the line? Yes! Yes, it is! Success! It's waiting for that. Now that is in much better shape. Let's do... Let's upgrade some of these. Really? Okay, I'm gonna need a stack inserter to deal with that. Uh-oh, wait. My turrets are being damaged? How is my turret being damaged? Do I have spitters coming after me now? I bet I do. Okay, we'll go deal with that in a second. Ah, the new run speed feels so much better. What's I doing? I was building a stack inserter because... There we go. Let's upgrade some of these other things to stack inserters. So it sure looks like we need them. Okay. Yeah, that's not running at full tilt. Okay. Stack inserter to pool. No, that's going as fast as it can. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to go pick up all of these, because I think I want to have them. Okay. Excellent. Let's go build more solar panels. That's about to start going. I'm excited for that. Oh, now I've run out my iron capacity again. That's fun. Okay, I need batteries to get over here. Let's go ahead and automate that now. It's being damaged over here. Those will get repaired. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Batteries. Let's see. Okay. Send the battery flow here. Oops. There we go. And now... Perfect. Okay. Batteries are being fed, copper cables being fed, processing units, and speed modules are being fed. Okay, gold science is now automated. It's resource limited, but it's automated. I'll consider that progress.
Very well.
As soon as I get brought that 5th solar panel, I'll make another solar panel. Okay. Let's... rejiggle that. You know what? I kind of feel like getting a second exoskeleton. That seems fun. Running fast always is great. Uh, 21 out of 30. 30 out of 30. Great. What am I short on? I'm short on red circuits. What's short on red circuits? Not copper. Nope, I'm just short on those. Okay. Getting there. And yeah, there's a reason I really like this game. It's that it's close to doing my day job, which is being a site reliability engineer and debugging problems. So,
Yeah.
Shall we?
okay. We are still short on ore. That is our central problem here. All right. I just need... one more of these. What is this short on now? Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. All right. I've got that solar panel. There we go. Oh wait, is there nothing actually feeding this thing? No, this thing is being fed circuits. Yeah, it's being fed circuits from there. Okay. That's doing what I expect. Okay. Cool. Is there any gold science in here yet? Oh, yes, there is. Excellent. I've made 2 gold science so far. It's just blocked on blue, which is fine. Okay. And now, I think... there we go. I'm going to save my game before I lose it. Great. Look at how fast I run. This is amazing. Okay, this is so much less waiting for shit to happen now. This makes me happy. That's essentially mined out. Let's move that somewhere more productive. And let's pull that. Okay. And let's replace this. There we go. Much better. want to move that laser turret now closer to the edge now that that's walled off, so we'll do that really fast. Okay. How are we doing? We are still using our backup power for 10% of our needs. Okay. That means we need to place another set of these somewhere. Can I place that? Oh, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Let's just make sure that this is hooked up to the grid, which it is. Okay. So, in that case... Oh, it's dark. I'm gonna have to wait until it becomes not dark to look at this. But I do think I can safely pull this up. We'll find out whether I'm correct or not. Oh, no, not quite. Big power pole goes here. And then pull this up. Great. Let's make one substation, which is going to take a bunch of advanced circuits. Okay. Advanced circuits. My spare stash is here. There's about to be a bunch of loud dog barking, so I'm going to temporarily mute, so bear with me. Okay. There. Dog aggro has stopped. Laser turret's being damaged. Okay, we need one more laser turret to go there. Laser turret needs more electronic circuits, which I have in reserve here. Okay. Let's build a laser turret. And let's also have a look at what's making it down to the end. Okay. Copper is making it down to the end now, barely. Yep, we just need more copper. Okay. That is easy enough to fix. Let's see. In fact, let's temporarily do this. Let's temporarily... First of all, let's do that laser turret thing I was saying while I remember. And let's put a furnace here. And then let's pull like that. Okay. Oh, whoops. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What about... I need to put it on this side. How do I get it on this side? To get it on this side of the belt... How am I going to do that? I guess I can do it this way. And that'll put... No, not quite. Damn. That sucks. Actually, it's one idea as to how to handle that situation. Let's see what that does. That may or may not work. Let's do that. Nope, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, I'll have to wait for that to clear out. Okay. So that didn't work. Let's see this. Okay, fine. I know how to solve this. It's messy, but we'll do it. Fine. Done. There. Okay. Does that solve my copper problem? No. No, it doesn't. How else to solve my copper problem? Okay. I guess... when in doubt, extract more. Objects being damaged, that'll clean itself up. I don't need to worry about that. Okay. There. Put that onto the central bus. In fact, actually, let's use a better furnace for that. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, that's the problem with that. There. Excellent. Alright, copper problem solved, maybe? Yep, it's making it most of the way down. Great. Good. Alright. Now let's see, we've automated making gold science, although it's slow because it's blocked on blue circuits. Blue circuits are blocked on regular circuits. Regular circuits need to be fed in here. So what if we had an alternate bus for bringing circuits around? Because it's not like I'm short on circuits, I'm just short on circuit parts. In the short term, I'll just ferry this by hand. And then in the long term, we'll set up something to deal with it. Okay. Circuits. Circuits take... Okay. Let's build more circuits here. That seems like a logical place to build more circuits that's close by to the bus. Okay. Great. How can I reconfigure this to make it more user-friendly? Well, first of all, let's pull this up. This is silly. This is a waste of good factory space. Objects are being damaged. That's fine. I trust it'll get dealt with. Let's see. Let's go plop another one of these down somewhere. Oh. There. That is beautiful to watch. So glad I don't have to do this by hand anymore. Okay, cool. Now where were we? We were going to reroute some of this, right, which requires a splitter. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Great. Okay. And now route this way. And then route this way. Okay. One more. Okay. Great. Now we have a place to build more circuits. Okay. Let us focus this on building copper wire. And over here, uh-oh, objects are being damaged there. Let me through. Oof. That is not good. Let's go grab those more rounds, and let's go fortify that even more. Okay. Go grab some armor-piercing rounds. You know what? I can use some of everything anyway. Okay. Running faster makes my life much more difficult, or much easier. Okay. That laser turret's almost done, so I'll wait for that to finish. And for some reason it's unusually dark in here. Let's fix that. Okay. One more laser turret. Great. Cool. Oh well, running around does drain the battery a little. That's fine. Okay, where were we? We were setting up power poles. Okay. Trying to remember the other research that I wanted to do while I was here. Well, let's do this first at least. We need fast inserters. Okay. Fast inserter. Actually, fast inserter. Pull these up. Fast inserter goes here. Okay. And then let's do that. Okay, that sounds good. Now we need to make some of that. It's going to require me having a bunch more of this, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Still short on copper, eh? Okay. I'll fix that in a moment. Stack inserter. Let's get another stack inserter. And then let's power this bus. Okay. Alright, and then we need some long-handled inserters to dispose of the results. Okay. Okay, I need more character slots. So I'm going to do that real fast. Okay, circuits. We need to deliver circuits to over here. How am I best to do that? Oh, I see. The best way to do that is to run that back this way. Ah! That makes perfect sense. Okay. That's the easiest thing to do. Okay, now we need to send it up through here, which is going to involve some compromises involving this plastic pipeline. Like doing that, I think. Yeah. Okay. There. Now, I think we build a few crossovers using some of these iron plates. Crossovers. Okay. So we want one crossover here to bridge from here to here. Need another crossover from here to here. And then we can now feed that, and then I think we're in good shape. Okay. Now, to solve the great copper shortage. Let's make sure this is working as designed. Objects are being damaged, that's fine. This is why we... Uh-oh. Shit. Wall segment was destroyed. That's not good. Oh, okay. This is why I build spare laser turrets. Because you are out of ammo, and that's why you're not happy. Here. Take the rest of my ammo. Build some wall segments. And fix this up. Okay. Good. Now, where were we? We were making sure that we had enough here in order to produce advanced circuits fast enough, which we are. Okay. That deals with that. That deals with this. I can probably even safely sustain another 2 science labs. So we'll go grab some wheels. Let's grab some wheels. Okay. Oh no! This is just one too small to be able to hold this. Alas, poor me. Poor, poor me. How do I put these last 2 into the carousel? I'd have to move everything. What about this? Can I move this? I bet I can move that. In fact, actually... yeah, that's actually fine. That will work. It's a little ugly. It's a little unorthodox, but it'll do. One long-handled inserter here, one long-handled inserter here, one science lab here. And, oh, that's missing the other belt of stuff, though. Okay, maybe not such a good idea. Well, it was clever while it lasted. You know what? Fine. I'll just feed it manually for now. We will feed you manually, because we can. How do we rearrange this, though? Okay, if we moved our stone refining... No, but we can't move our stone refining because we need it for that. But we can do... Yeah, we don't actually need both of these, so let's see what that might look like. Let's put one steel furnace down there, pull this up. Okay. And then now, we don't need to feed that. Yep, okay, that's fine. Okay. So now this means we can jig this up and jig this up, and then that'll be fine. Okay, so let's do that. How is rewiring that going to work? Let's route it like this. Actually, wait. If I used an electric furnace, I wouldn't need that dependency. On the other hand, it would be much bigger. Okay. Yep. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So, I've made the choice. I'm going to refine that stone elsewhere. There's no reason that stone has to be refined there, so we're not going to refine it there. Instead, we're just going to refine the stone closer to the source. Like here. Using an electric furnace. And that's going to make these bricks. And then the output of that is going to get sent across via a different channel. Okay, what am I researching now? Let's get better batteries. That'll be useful. I need a medium power pole to go there. And then to go there. Okay. I don't want to be holding onto all of this stone either. Okay. So now, this needs to make its way over there. Which we can safely do because there's no room to expand this further down, so we're not going to. So, going to just route this. Underground like that. Okay. Stone bricks, where are we sending you? Okay, actually, wait a second. I need to get this across to there. What's preventing this from getting red circuits at this point? Oh, we never fed it red circuits. I'd been feeding it manually. No, red circuits are actually coming from here and going to there. Okay, so it's just that the red circuits are being swamped by the blue circuit production. Fair enough. And that's blocked on speed modules, which are blocked on having red circuits. Oh, the paradox. Okay. So we need to grab some red wire to stop it from doing that. Okay, so you be connected to you, and when there are too many, not enough blue circuits, if there are less than 10 blue circuits, then you should run, otherwise you should not run. There we go. Now we're not accidentally making too many blue circuits. Turns out that making too many of a good thing is not a good thing. Okay, cool. Let's put some copper into here, and then... Why is my iron backed up? Because nothing's using the iron. I'm not copper limited. What am I limited on? Oh, wow! Look at those green circuits! I know I'm swimming in green circuits. This is amazing. Okay. I need to get this wired up to here. Okay. That's fine. I know how to do that. Let's see. How do I change directions? You know what? This is not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it'll have to do. There. I'm not proud of it, but I'll do it. There. Okay, the bricks are flowing. Pop more stone in there, because I do not want to hold on to all this stone. Nor do I want to be holding on to that boiler. I may as well put that boiler here for emergency reserve, just in case. Boiler. Spare boiler goes here. With the pipes to go with it. And the long-handled inserter to go with it. Which we need to cable red wire to. Okay. Signal A is less than 40. Okay. Signal A is less than 40. Signal A is less than 40. Good. Right. Backup boiler system is in place. Barely draining any coal, which is good. Research is needing blues. Why am I bottlenecked on blues? I am bottlenecked on blues. Because I don't have enough drills. Why do I not have enough drills? Probably because I'm not making enough drills. What goes into a drill? Circuits, gear wheels, iron plates. Circuits, gear wheels, iron plates. Okay. Fine. Objects are being damaged. I don't care about that. Okay. What does this go to? Oh. Right. I wanted to put that on the far side. Okay. Walls are being damaged. Okay, I fended off the attack. Alright, let's do this clever trick. Okay. There we go. Now let's wire up more blue. How are we going to work that? Do I need this anymore? I don't think I need that anymore. Let's pull that and see what happens. Yep. Don't need that power anymore. Oh, those are no longer powered. That's not good. How about that? There, all better. Okay, so... Okay. There we go. What I actually wanted to do is I actually wanted to do this. Okay. Great. Let's see whether that will work. Not enough ingredients. What am I missing? I'm missing iron plates. Okay, there we go. Battery Mark IIs are done. What does a RoboPort 2 do? Recharges the robots faster. I don't really need that. Let's do Automation 3 so I can get the nice assemblers. So I'm going to need that on my way to finishing the game. And let's also do this. So we need this to make more drills. And that's going to require... Oh, I see. I see what I can do. Long-handled inserter. Yeah. Okay, long-handled inserter, pull that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now we pull that up. Put that down. Okay. And now, there. Perfect. This isn't the prettiest thing I've ever done, but nobody is demanding prettiness. Just has to work. Okay. There we go. That should do it. Oh! I'm bottlenecked on feeding fast enough. Oh crap, not that. 50 steel plates is enough. Let's build some fast inserters. There we go. Actually, maybe even I need a stack inserter for that. Okay. Stack inserter for that. There we go. And let's get another stack inserter. Okay, There. Much better. In fact, let's use that as well. Let's swap the order. Fast inserter first, then filter inserter. Okay. Stack inserter, fast inserter. Okay, actually the production is fast enough to keep up. That's actually fine. So my bottleneck was insufficient input speed into this assembling machine rather than insufficient number of assemblers working on this product. Does that square with what I'm seeing over here now? No, I'm still short on blue science. Okay. And then there was that project to redesign this that I was doing before I got stuck. So we'll fix that in due course. Okay, more blue science. How do I make more blue science? So fast inserter, stack inserter, second stack inserter, and then I need somewhere to stick the output. Okay. Let's put the output of this. Probably going to need to expand this base wall. Okay, that's fine, we can do that. Let's cut a hole, and we'll seal it up behind us. Let's deconstruct this. Okay. Objects are being damaged. Objects are missing construction robots. Okay, that's fine. Right. There we go. Cool. Excellent. You really actually missing construction materials for that? I don't buy that for a second, but fine. I'll go make those. Send my construction robots to deal with that. Okay. Still missing materials? No. The robots are just on their way. Alright, now I have the room in my base to finish doing this. So, we need more blue. Blue requires having access to this, which requires cutting under here. Okay. All right, and let's figure out how I push this to a different place. Objects are being damaged. Where? Shit. Ow. My poor construction robots. Let's go make more flying robot frames just to be safe. How do I make more construction robots? I feed it more of these. Okay. Here. Have 15 of those. Okay. Righto. Okay. Now, I think... Yep, that'll work. Okay. Okay. And now... let's put an assembling machine here. Actually, no, not there. How about there? Yeah, that works, but then we need to pick this up and send it that way instead. Not sure why Slack keeps grabbing my attention, but it's annoying. That keeps doing that. Okay, long-handled. Grab from there. And a medium power pole. Where's that medium power pole? There we go. And then... yep, that'll do. That'll do it. Make blue science. Thank you. Okay. I bet I can sustain a second factory off of that. So let's do that. Cool. Set you to build blue signs as well. Set you up with an inserter and a power pole. And let's see, how are we best to do this? Power pole goes here. Okay. Let's see. That weren't there. In fact, that's not even on the edge yet. That makes sense. So this goes here. Big power pole goes here. Big power pole goes here. Okay. Now we have more perimeter that needs to be defended as well. So we'll give you a bunch of ammo. Ammo from here. I'm gonna have to build another laser turret or two for right here. So let's build some of those, and let's see. I'm going to set up this crossover here, actually, instead of there. can tear that up, and now we can extend this, and now we can feed that in. Okay. Cool. And for some reason, there's a logistics robot that I mined out of the air that I should not have, so we'll put it back in the roboport. Okay. All is well. Now we're hopefully producing a lot more blue science, and that means that this is actually progressing. If we had done this well. Let's test that theory. No, because we're short on engine units here and here. Why are we short on engine units? We are short on engine units because this literally takes forever to build. 6 turrets are engaged with the enemy. Sounds like I should go pay this this alien colony a visit to stop the biter visits from being quite so frequent. Okay. So we need more assembling units. Also, I'm going to go pick up these flying unit frames I started. What's going on? Why are you short on those? Oh, because that's manually fed. Okay, that's fine. Don't care about that. Great. So how do we feed more of these? We're going to need more steel, pipes, and gears. Steel can come from here. Pipes can come from here. And where do gears come from? Let's pull that and move that there. Okay. Everything okay over there? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So let's see about producing more engine units. Walls are being damaged, turrets are engaged. That still looks okay. Okay. So my hypothesis is that if I put this here and have it set to construct these, I can safely do so using some inserters. Okay, that works. Now I need to figure out how to get that across. Oh, that's still fine. That'll work. Yep, that's okay. Okay. Yep, that works. And then now, think if I get a fast splitter, yep, that'll work. Cool. I just need to feed in gear wheels. Where do gear wheels come from? Gear wheels I can put across like that. Okay. Yep. Gear wheels can now go this way. Okay. And then insert. And now we need to output this in a way that it makes it down into this stream. How can we do that? Probably the simplest way is the best way. Okay. So let's build an underpass here. Okay, there we go. And another underpass. Okay. Does that work? Yep, that works nicely. Okay. Wait, why am I short on pipes? Oh, because nothing needs to pull pipes out. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, okay, that's moving fast enough. I don't need to worry about that. Alright, let's save this game. And see how we're doing. Yes, we are saturating more. That is fantastic. So now we can actually proceed with doing this refactor that I wanted to do for a while. Okay. Refactoring this. We would like to refactor this so that it runs higher. Okay. Just going to pull that for now. Once that blue science makes it through, we'll cut that off. Okay. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll drain that completely. Okay. Now same deal here. Gonna cut this over. And then send this up. Okay. So now, I think that's enough space to put one of these, but it's not enough space to put the inserters that I would also need to pull from this carousel. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. But that is enough room now that we can pull this carousel and send it around the highway. We just need enough substations to cover all of this. Turrets. Oh dear. That's not good. Whew. What's going on here? That's getting damaged more than I would like. Let's put another laser turret here. Okay. How are we doing on power, by the way? We are only barely using the reserve power. Good. Okay. Let us refactor this. I'm going to refactor that way. And then, now that's covered, I'm going to refactor this. Put that here. Okay. There. Covers that nicely. Okay. So, let's see this. Underpass. Oops, shit. That's not what I intended to do. Automation 3 is done. Logistics 3, so I can get express belts. I'm going to pull this up for a second. And then we're not going to send this way. Okay, how do I do this? Oops. How did I do that? Okay. Good. Let's put those two labs down. And we'll figure out how to route this. I don't know how we're gonna route this. Oh, I have a better solution. I have a much better solution. It's also much less ugly, which is a beneficial property. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's wire this real fast. This way. Long-handled. Long-handled. Short-handled. Short-handled. Okay. So that's done now. Now, we just need to... Oh! I see. I think I see how to solve this. Yeah, okay, I see how to solve this. This doesn't require that tunnel anymore. Okay. That tunnel is not required anymore. And now... if I were to configure this... Yeah, okay. I think if I do this way... Okay. Perfect. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. No, stop it. Okay. There we go. Does that work? Yeah, it does. Excellent. Wait. What? Oh, I see the problem. Go. Is that connected or not? Oh, okay. Objects being damaged. We need that turret. We need this turret so badly. Turret goes here. Okay. We need more ammo. What did I do before I had increased run speed? I have no idea what I did before increased run speed. But it probably was not super exciting. Okay. Cool. Now back to debugging this stone situation. Ah. Okay. How did I do this? I bet I meant to do it like that. Okay. Something like this? Yeah. Okay. Let's see how that works now. What? Oh, I see. There. That works now. So now can I interleave something like that through? No, it won't work. Why doesn't that work? I don't understand why that doesn't work. Okay. What about plan B? What if I stagger this? Do that. Yeah, okay. That might work. Can I successfully weave something in through there? Yeah, it looks like I can. Oh, this is so troublesome. Let's go deal with my stone problem. Oh, that actually is doing fine on stone. That's just short on advanced circuits. Why am I short on advanced circuits? Let's see. I am short on advanced circuits. I want to prioritize building purple science over gold science. Oh, okay. That requires to have a fast inserter. I'm just starving myself. That's what's going on here. Okay, there. What? Oh, I'm building gold science, but I'm not building purple science. Yeah, it's being beaten to it every time. Let's see. What if I were to do this? Yep, okay. Don't need the long-handled anymore. I can just do that. Okay. Now that we'll prioritize accordingly. Okay, priorities are in order. Now we need to figure out how to get this working. Ah. Okay. I think I understand what I had to do here. Yeah, okay. I know what I had to do. This would have done it. I bet this takes care of it. Now, this. Yep, okay. I feel like I wasted a bunch of time figuring out how to solve that. There we go. Ta-da. Ta-da, so much better. Yay! Okay, am I producing purple science at a sustainable rate? No, because I'm not getting enough, not getting enough red. Okay, how do I make more red science? Red requires plastic, but there is plenty of plastic. Okay. Fine, let's make more red. That means I'm going to need a factory. Cancel that. Just pick up some of this. now build a factory. And also, let's put that logistics robot back in there. Turrets are engaged, turrets are being damaged. How about we not let that happen? Oh, that's out of ammo. That's not good. Okay. Let's put a laser turret down here. There. That should deal with that problem nicely. Okay. Cool. Purple science. We need more of it, which means we need more red circuits, which means we need to build more red circuits. That is a perfectly dealable problem. So, red circuits take in copper cable, 4 copper cable. Okay. Let's build that here, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Fast inserter. Build red circuits. Okay. Take in that, and let's feed in some plastic now. Underground belt to here, and then actually yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. And now, where shall we put the outputs of this? Okay. Power pole and red circuits need to... Where do I need to put the red circuits? Red circuits need to go back onto this track, which means we need iron plates. Okay. So, wouldn't it be convenient if I had some way I think what I want to do is I want to free up this area here. And I want to use a longer handled inserter. Okay. There we go. Now let's see. How can we do this? Okay. Almost. Not quite. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay, I see. Yep. Long-handled inserter. Can still grab from that successfully. So that's the slow side of the curve. there. Okay. All this rewiring is the annoying bit. Yep, okay. So now that I've done that, I think I can do that. Yep. No, that doesn't quite work. Okay. How do I do this? What actually needs the batteries? The batteries go into the gold science. Batteries are going into the gold science. I don't know how to solve this. And it's going to bug me. Oh. Wait, that's it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yep. That, I think, might work. Let's test that. Yep, okay, I see how to do this. Okay. I think if I do this, yep, okay, then I can just wire this into that. So now I just need to place this on this belt, which will involve a temporary water supply disruption. For instance, if I were to move this, then I could place another water here, pull this up, pull this up, put this here, put this here, put this here. Yep, okay. Okay, let's restore water service. People get grumpy when you cut off their water. Okay. Is this water? Yep, this is now water. That's not contaminated. Okay, good. So now, I think we just do that. Okay. Did that do it? I think that might have done it. Let's save the game. I think that probably bottlenecks red circuits and causes purple to actually get produced at a sustainable rate. And we'll find out in a moment whether that theory is true or not. Okay. Yep, purple science is being sustainably produced. In the meanwhile, I can just feed purple by hand to the places that need it. Okay. There. Anything else weird sitting in my inventory here, take those. Great. Anything else weird in my inventory? Are my buses full? Yep, my buses are full. What's my current bottleneck? Yeah, I don't know what my current bottleneck is. Okay, I think I'm in pretty good shape here. What am I doing with these? Oh, that's just my spare supply of iron pipes. Let's just turn that into a provider chest. Just so it's available to logistics network in case I need it. Oh. I have a... Oh, that's not good. Turret's being damaged. Why is this turret taking damage? Because I don't have enough laser turrets here. Okay. Fine. Right, I was going to make the pipes available via logistics robot. Pipes via logistics robot. Where's the pipe manufactory? There it is. Okay. So I can tell it to make sure that I always have pipes. Great. And I can pick up some more flying robot frames, and let's make a few of those, a few of those. And a few of those. Cool. That laser turret that I just built needs to go over in the place that just got damaged. Okay. Good. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay. The buses are going. Oh. I am short on steel. How do I make more steel? Oh, I know. That's not too hard. Just need another one of these. And nope. I need to make more steel in close proximity to this. How do I do that? Okay, well the first step is not siphoning that. There's no reason that I should be siphoning steel from here. Instead, I should be using this as a source of steel. Here. Okay. Great. Okay. So we are currently bottlenecked on steel, and that's our problem. Oh. Well, that's less hard of a problem than I thought. Let's do that instead. Let's do this. Okay. More furnaces, which requires more advanced circuits. Where are my advanced circuits winding up? Also, I'm stuck. Help, I'm stuck. Okay, advanced circuits are not piling up because they're being turned into blue. Okay, I may have to make advanced circuits on my own. Okay, so it's going to require a bunch of plastic. Okay, I can grab plastic, that's okay. Alright. Awesome. So I cleared this land to make a furnace. I'm just waiting on the slow construction of the advanced circuits by hand because my pipelines are not producing enough advanced circuits on their own. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, that should solve that steel bottleneck, if all is well. What was I doing with that? Alright, that was feeding more of those into here in order to end bottleneck this. Okay, and this is now slightly bottlenecked, but only slightly. And I've got plenty of blue science anyways, it's just purple I need to optimize. Okay. Good. I think what I need to do next is I need to shift the speed module builder over. Where is that speed module? And I need to do this. For reasons. Specifically, given that I know I'm bottlenecked on furnaces, I need another furnace maker in addition to more steel. So if I get another furnace maker, let's see how that does. Okay. That will pull that in. Right. Okay. I need to stop using this. And now I need to jig-jog this. I think. Or let's see this. Oh, I see. Let us do that, and also do this. Yep, okay. Okay, that works now. This works now. Okay, much better. And now we need to siphon some of this. Objects are engaged, that's fine. Subtract that. And do that. Okay. So now we just need more steel. And we need more advanced circuits. Also going to need to wire up a little bit of red wire and tell it to stop producing if there is a speed module waiting there. Is that right? No, this is literally waiting on speed modules. Let's cancel that. Okay. If there is no. This needs to be reader only. Signal is sent for 1 tick when item enters the belt. Signal is sent continuously as long as items are on the belt. Only enable this if gold science is less than 1. Okay. Okay. So now this will stop when the gold science is not running. Contents, read belt contents, read belt contents, hold, hold, hold. Okay. Alright, that looks good. That looks like it's preventing this thing now from hogging all of the red circuits. Although these are not very well distributed. But I'll fix that. Okay. How am I doing at producing purple science? Not very good. Still. Why am I not doing that? Because I don't have enough steel. Okay. More steel. More steel for the steel gods. Okay. How can I produce more steel? I guess I could refurbish some of these into steel production. That would be one way of doing it. A little loath to do that, though. How else can I make a bunch of steel in a sustainable manner? Well, for now, I can manually feed it. So let's do that, actually. Here. Let's go pick up more steel from over here. Wait, this is supposed to produce steel. Why is it not doing that? Oh, because it's supposed to feed into here and this isn't in use. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. Okay. So I've got excess steel production on that side of the map. I just can't bring it over. It's unfortunate. Are you producing red circuits? Yeah, you're both producing red circuits. We just still need more red circuits. Okay. Let us see what we can do about making more red circuits. Oh, I know. Yeah, that gives me a good idea. Okay. Let's do it this way. That'll be fun. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We are going to send the plastic over here onto this side of the belt. And then we will pipe this along like that. And then we'll pick up this, move it to, how about here? That sounds good. Actually, I can make this two-sided. That's fine. Let's do there then. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is a good idea. This is a hella good idea. I'm pretty pleased with myself for having come up with this. Okay. Second one of these. Okay, like there. Okay. So we'll set these two to building circuits. We'll change these ones to making red circuits instead. Okay. And then, oh, I need an output belt. That's fine. I can get a sufficient output belt. That's not a problem. Okay. So, output. Output. Couple of stack inserters. And a couple of regular inserters. Yep. Okay. Alright, why is that not connected? Probably because I need another one of these. Okay. So, let's see whether that worked. All right. Okay, that worked. Now, we need input. Okay. That's good. And now we need some output. So I'm going to do that. By doing that. Okay. Okay. That looks good. So now, this needs to be transported across. want to try a theory, actually. Okay. Think fast belts and slow belts don't mix. So if I do this, it should work. Where's my spare gear wheels? Here are my spare gear wheels. Okay. Let's see whether that works. Okay. So now, if I do this, now that works. Okay. Cool. That's excellent. Actually, wait. Better idea. Place this with that. Okay. And let's build another one. Place that, that. Okay. That ought to do it. And then maybe one more. Need more gears. Okay. Okay. Now I think can run this. Underground. Okay. Yep, red circuits are popping out there now. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Now, how can I put this across there? Okay, like that. And then, like that. Okay. I think I figured it out. Yep. Not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it'll do. Okay. See how that does. And then meanwhile, I can feed it all of my spare steel. Cool. Oh, I got battery Mark II. I haven't actually utilized it yet. Let's fix that. Okay. Cool. Let's build some nice new batteries. Let's take the battery out and see. I need steel. I need batteries. I have the ingredients for both of those. Okay. I am short on steel. Okay, that's fine. I'll go pick up more steel. There we go. Building the high quality battery. Okay. Now let's see. I've got at least 2 of these labs going, but the purple production packs are just ridiculously hard to make. So I'm not sure what I can do about it. Let's check my power grid. Oh, wow. I do not have enough accumulators to last me through the night. That is going to be a gigantic liability. Okay. Yeah, not enough accumulators. Okay, let's plop down more accumulator real estate then, in a second. So, blueprint book comes out. We're going to build a field of accumulators. Not there. You know what? That's almost wide enough. Yeah, that would be wide enough if I just moved a little stuff around. So let's expand the walls of the base a little bit. Also, my new battery is ready. Okay. So, those walls. We're going to temporarily deconstruct that so I can get outside. Let's go do that. All right. Let's build like that and more fully enclose the base. And then let's deconstruct this. Okay, and then for that we can go ahead and set up more power here. Right, let's build a few accumulator banks here. And let's build a big power line here. Okay. You know what would sure help with that? More logistics robots. Having more logistics robots in my network would probably be a good thing. So, how do we fix that? Well, first we need to build that big power pole. Where's that big power pole? Oh, it's not built yet, that's why. Okay. Large power pole is constructed here. All right. There we go. One more substation as well. It's going to require more steel. Cool. Turrets are engaged with the enemy. That's fine. This will eventually get repaired, I trust. Okay. Objects are missing construction robots. That's roughly what we expected to see. Right, I need another substation. Okay. we can probably move this setup up. So I need a big electric pole. I'm going to need to build some laser turrets. Okay. Excellent. You know what, this is urgent enough, I'll hand build it, because I don't want to get surprised by biters. Biters are not a welcome surprise here. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. Now, we're going to need to build more construction robots. Do I not have flying robot frames? I swear I did. I guess not. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Where did I have spare ones of these floating around? Ah, there they are. Okay. Okay, am I saturating this? Barely. What's missing? Still missing steel. Okay. More steel. How do I solve my steel problem? Don't actually know. Oh god. Oh god, that's on fire. How about we fix that? Yeah. Let's build more laser turret. Which requires more steel. The robots will eventually bring me more steel if I wait. Or I can just steal it, either way. Let's grab some steel out of here. Okay. Uh-oh. More objects being damaged. Let's build 2 more turrets. Sounds like we need more turrets pretty badly. Okay. Oh, I see. Those attacks are coming from the south. Okay. Where's that laser turret? Well, let's put down a gun turret first, and then let's find that laser turret. Okay. And then that second laser turret will need to go here. Great. Let's put some logistics robots in there. Okay. Cool. Now let's see. What am I currently bottlenecked on? I'm still bottlenecked on purple. Which... still requires steel. Okay. Maybe I can take one of these branches and branch it off. Okay, let's try that. So if I were to try to fork this, where would it go? Okay, let's try that. So if I were to build an underground tunnel and send it off here, could I get it far enough down? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Let's do that. And then... Actually, not like that, not like that, not like that. Okay. So... Okay. What does that look like? Okay. Yep, that'll work. Okay. There we go. All right. Good. That's looking good. So now... I have the potential to put another electric furnace here to produce more steel. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yep, that should be fine. We just need more steel to be produced. I think I'm going to need 2 long-handled inserters as well. Yep, that will work very, very, very nicely. Okay, and then... Ta-da! I think that should increase the steel production to acceptable levels. I have acceptable red circuit production. This finally looks like it is getting end bottlenecked. But why, we ask, are none of our labs running? Still not enough steel. Okay. Well, fine. I don't like doing this, but on the other hand, I've got the spare room, so why not? Let's do this. This is going to be immensely silly. We're going to run this steel belt all the way across the top of the base, and then we're going to bring it down into here. And that way we'll have one pathway, and all of our steel pool will be shared, and I'll stop manually having to shuttle everything around. I don't want to carry this many batteries anymore. Here, just take that and get out of my hair. Thank you. Okay, be right back. All right, I am now back. Let's see. Yes, we need to reroute all of that excess steel production from here around to here. So we're going to do that. Just take that out of the logistics network for the moment. Oops. I accidentally woke myself out like a silly person. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, getting close. Steel needs to come into here. How are we gonna do that? If I were thinking strategically, I would take the steel right down through here. That's what I would do. That was structural, as they say. There we go. Is this the correct spot to insert? I think it is. Objects are being damaged. Down there. That is... Okay, that's not so bad. Just needs a little bit of ammo. Okay. Pull that up. Pull that up. Pull this up. Let's put more mining devices here and here. Okay. Great. All right. Steel belt needs to be fed. Down through here to here. Grab more gear wheels so I can make another tunnel. Alright. Let's tunnel this down through here to... I can get it to there, but that's in the way. I can get it to here. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to require me to bridge that. Okay. That's okay. So now... down here, yep. And then finally... we need... one more tunnel. Yep. Okay, we can do it that way. Can we? Yeah, okay. Just need a few more tunnels. All right. This here needs to go from here to, nope, here to here. Okay. All right, that's good. We'll pull this up as well and do the same thing. Okay. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. Okay. I think something like that. Almost. One more square. There. Huh. Great. Okay. There we go. I think that will solve my steel shortage finally. Oh yeah, look at that. That is glorious to watch. Okay. So we have enough circuits, we have enough steel now. Finally producing purple at a regular rate. Awesome. Accumulators are coming online. Do I have enough juice for the accumulator maker? Yep. Plenty. Okay, let's just put that science back in here. Okay, good. And let's also end load some of that silly stuff that I was holding on to, like some of that. Don't need to carry quite so much coal around with me. It's silly to do that. Similarly, I don't need to carry this stone around with me, so I may as well shove that here. There. Okay, Logistics 3 is done. I have express belts now. I don't want logistics system. Effect transmission, I don't need that yet. Can do... Let's see. Let's make our logistics robots a little bit more efficient. Because I'm tired of being brought items one at a time. That'll also give us some time for the purple to replenish. Okay. Good. Now what do I want to do? Let's have a look at whether I'm making it through the day without backup power yet. No. I'm not making it without backup power. The thing that I'm looking for here is if I have this line be straight until partway through the day, then I know that's where my accumulators have stopped charging and they're full. So I'm trying to balance the accumulator capacity versus the solar panel capacity. So right now I could build a little bit more accumulator and still finish charging before it gets dark. And then here, I can see that my backup power is firing right when my accumulators cut out at about 30%, 40% power. I'm going to tweak that and change it to 30% because I think I can safely operate with a 30% margin instead of a 40% margin. So let's go do that real fast. Oops, you don't have power. Why don't you have power? Here, take some power. Okay. 30. Shift click. What's the option to copy? Copy any sends. Shift right, shift left. Okay. Shift right, shift left, shift left. Okay. That should have worked. Yep. So I'm using software to correct that problem, essentially. I'm making it so that if I wind up getting to 30%, then the backup generators kick in rather than 40%. So it means it'll take longer to charge during the day, but I have got plenty of room by looking at the graphs for there to be time to charge from 30% to 100% rather than 70% to 100%. Or 40% to 100%. Okay. Steel's chugging along. My battery is slowly filling up, slowly. What other things can I research? Uh-oh. I randomly rotated something in the factory. I accidentally pressed R with my mouse over something. Hopefully that was not catastrophic. If not, we'll find out. This is the nature of roulette in Factorio, is if you accidentally press R, you might mess up something in your factory. Okay. So that's looking pretty healthy. Oh, that's running out. That explains why I'm having copper shortages. What would be the next logical place to move my copper production? The next logical place is... Why is this not being fed? Oh, I see. I'm going to speculate that if I turn off this factory, nothing bad is going to happen. I don't think I need further gears out of here, which means that I can build across here. Okay. There. Copper mining fixed. All right. See, how is my power performing now? I'm running off of accumulators. And I just hit 30%. The backup power just fired. But my solar just came back, so we can see that that configuration setting worked pretty well. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Got a good supply of purple and gold science waiting for me. What else do I need to keep an eye on here in my base? I don't know what I need to keep an eye on. Because I've got all the science production automated. Yeah, I think I'm actually in pretty good shape. All of my science is automated. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
That looks like a dog.
Yeah, it's kind of a filthy dog, but it is a dog.
It's a filthy dog.
We a little bit went in the water.
I see. Okay. What do we do next?
Oh my god. I'm within 1,000 steps of 2x step goals.
I guess the next thing to do is going to be clearing out this patch and then building a train to get the uranium ore. I think that's going to be my next step.
And can you put on some hot water for me?
And also
Um,
continuing to accumulate blue, which I am. That's looking pretty good.
probably some
Okay.
tea, actually. Okay. Thank you.
I think I'm actually pretty happy with the situation here.
Alright.
This looks pretty good. Okay.
Good luck. Thank you for coming out.
How am I doing at recharging my accumulators? I am partway through the day. My accumulators are still charging up. Okay, I may need more solar soon, so why don't we think about setting that up? Let's put some of that down here. Some of the outlying area of the base.
Thanks. Might need some toast.
Okay. And we'll need some advanced circuits to finish building that as well.
Alright. We did it, Dylan.
Where can I steal advanced circuits from? Oh! I am now bottlenecked on advanced circuits. Okay. Well, now we know what we need to debug. Let's do... inserter capacity... Yeah. Let's clear that out real fast. Say in the middle of doing. Objects are being damaged, that's fine. Oh, right, I was getting red in order to build a substation. Okay.
You can come with me anytime on a dog walk.
Okay.
If I'm feeling up to it, I usually do.
Let's see. Need to wire red circuits all the way to this side of the base. Probably the best way of doing that is to loop that around, but there's only one red circuit producer over there. I'm much better served building additional capacity here instead. Okay. Missing material for construction. I don't believe you, because I literally just put here. Go deploy that. Okay. Come on. Come on, friends. Recharge and hop right in. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I can... Oh. I need more copper cable production. Fascinating. I did not realize it was possible to be blocked on it like that. Fair enough. Let's pull that. Build another copper producer.
Ellie, what is your mastodon
Ah,
name?
the joys of finding always new things to reconstruct.
Thanks.
Okay. Copper cable.
I have 2 people.
And let's also place some of these.
My percentages are a bit slow.
Seriously. Sloth o'clock.
Okay. Let's build an express underpass. So we'll do that real fast. Gear wheels, where are my gear wheels?
Liz, Chris from TLC emailed us.
Yeah, I saw.
Looks like it needs a response.
Yep, I'll deal with it.
Okay.
Liz, it's probably time to call your streaming to a close.
Okay,
Yeah, you've
Will
been
do.
streaming for like some hours. Thank you for TLing.
alright. Express underpass. And let's upgrade that. So there is more room. Uh-oh. Objects were destroyed. Crap. Ow. 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 That's not good.
Clever. Yeah, you tired?
I don't like the sound of that. All right. Did I accidentally pick up a construction robot? That's the worst. Put that back in there. And then let's do that. Okay. Good. Let's fix my laser turret situation and then call it a day. That requires picking up more batteries. Batteries come from here. Okay. Let's go replace the damaged laser turret. And then we'll call it a day. Oh. Guess who is a noob? There. Right. Laser turret sorted. We just need one more laser turret to cover the gap now that we know that our defenses are actually penetrable. Alright, that's not bad for a play session. We successfully automated the gold production and we got a bunch of research done, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Just have to wait for this turret to finish constructing. Right. I think I'm going to call that a day for now, and I might pick up doing this tonight or tomorrow night. So, thanks for watching. See folks later.